Well, I don't know, sir. I don't work for the government. I work for Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah. Calling scammers late into the night, wasting their time until morning light. Calling their numbers, exposing these fakes. Going to work and I'm barely awake. Baiting them for months at a time. Trick them into believing my lies. Making them happy, then make them so sad. Driving them crazy and driving them mad. Bank accounts and money mules, getting them reported. Stopping our older folks from being extorted. Cash in a box, get tracking number on.
I'm a man of my word, and my word is my bond.
On bare knuckles, that's what I do. Scammers go broke whenever I'm through. Leaving scammers with a bad impression.
Be honest, Mr. Knuckles, I'm wondering if you're taking this for a joke.
They call and leave a message, you have won yourself a prize. Congratulations, sir, ma'am. Now listen to my lies, I wouldn't pull you leg. Just don't tell your friends or wife. Mercedes or a Benz, 10 grand a week for life. Bank accounts and money mules, getting them reported. Stopping our older folks from being extorted. Cash in a box, get tracking number on.
I'm a man of my word, and my word is my bond. You're bare knuckles.
That's what I do. Scammers go broke whenever I'm through. Leaving scammers with a bad impression. Sending their brains into a deep depression. They keep calling and I keep replying. We keep laughing and they keep crying. They get the full wrath of story time with Knuckles. Weight of my hate makes their little knees buckle. Reader's Digest or Mega Million Scams. PCH, that's where I am.
You're bare knuckles.
That's what I do. Scammers go broke whenever I'm through. Leaving scammers with a bad impression. Sending their brains into a deep depression. Send the green dot money cards, all 16 digits, it's not that hard. Vanilla Visa or MoneyGram, believe me bro, it's not a scam.
You're really an impressive man, and I'm so in love with you, baby. You're so strong, you're so nice, you're so ambitious, you're so, strong. I can't wait to just live the rest of my life with you, baby.
Well, they keep calling and I keep replying. We keep laughing and they keep crying. They get the full wrath of story time with Knuckles. Weight of my head.
Now you got me, buddy.
Hey, Mikey, I sent all the money to that guy. I actually had to go through fire hoops. My secretary had to go get some kind of money pack gift cards or something. Yeah, I sent all the money to him. So everything's rolling, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure if I trust this guy. But yeah, everything's going on the way. The almond milk business is going to be profitable for us. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure about this. Yeah, my secretary is tired of this. What's a money pack card? I'm not real sure. But anyway, Mikey, we sent all the money to that guy. I actually sent a package of money to that guy. And Pinkster can confirm it. Man, I can't believe he works by the books. Anyway, hey, Mikey, everything's rolling. We're going to get profits in about 6 months or something. I don't know. But I sent all the money you gave me. By the way, thank you very much, Mikey. I love you so much. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. When the profits start rolling in, we'll figure it out. I don't know, man. I don't know if I know this guy. He's got all the money though. I don't have anything now. We'll figure it out when the profits start rolling in. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for the money, and I'll send it to the guy, and we'll figure it out from there. Oh, by the way, the lottery you won, congratulations. Yep. Hey, Mikey, I really appreciate all that cash you sent, but I don't know if things are going to go well. We got to wait several months to figure it out. I don't know if that guy's legit or not. I sent him all the money you sent me, and man, I'm not real sure. All the paperwork's in process. What if he's a scammer? What if I'm a scammer? I'll tell you what, Mikey, I'll be back. Man, that's a lot of cash. It was. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hey, Mikey, I really appreciate all that cash you sent, but I don't know if things are going to go well. We got to wait several months to figure it out. I don't know if that guy's legit or not. I sent him all the money you sent me, and man, I'm not real sure. All the paperwork's in process. What if he's a scammer? What if I'm a scammer? I'll tell you what, Mikey, I'll be back. Man, that's a lot of cash. It was. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Hello?
Hey, John?
Yay, Mr. Matthews.
Yeah, it's raining, so you might have a hard time hearing me right now. You hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. It sounds like it's raining.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Well, I'm here with Lucille. She's the one that's been talking to the lawyer, so I'll let you and her figure out what's going on, okay?
All right.
Mr. Matthews?
Hey, Miss Walker.
I can't hardly hear you very well. Are you in a rainstorm or something?
No, it's just regular rain, but yeah, it is raining.
All right, well, speak up really loud so you can drown out the rain, because I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Are you hearing me now?
Better. That's a lot better. Yeah, a lot better.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
All right, Mr. Matthews. Did you want to speak to me about what's going on with the money?
Right. So initially, I told Mikey that I'm going to be retiring soon because the type of work that I'm in is a bit mentally and physically draining. So I wanted to start a business. Now the idea I came up with was for like an almond company, like for almond milk. You're familiar with that, right?
Yeah, he told me all about that. I'm aware of the
Right.
Salmon business that was supposed to. Yeah, I know about that.
Right. So he told me that I should just draw up a plan so we can basically understand how we would go about the marketing strategies, how we would implement certain stuff so we can see a profit, given how we would work around getting everything done. So that's what I sent.
Well, let me stop you.
back-
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen now. It's not going to happen now. Dill already sent me the money. I've got the $250,000. And Mikey and me talked about it, and Candy also was involved. In Candy and I decided that Mikey should invest in a strip club for her instead.
Right. I'm just explaining to you what exactly happened so you can understand.
Well, that's all right. I don't need
So,
to know. It's not going to happen now. I mean, this almond business isn't going to happen. I mean, it's done now. It's not going to happen. So it really doesn't matter.
Well, Pinkster said he talked to you, Anthony, and you couldn't tell him who was in charge of this business. Something about your son, but you couldn't remember your son's name. What's that all
no,
about?
that's not what happened.
Pinkster told
Mikey
me
was
that too, honey.
asking.
He told me that too, and that's another reason why we decided it's probably better not to invest in this company, because the person that you're going to be investing with doesn't have all their ducks in a row and they don't understand what's happening. It's much better to invest in this strip club for Candy, because that place is going to make a ton of money.
Right. Well, how are
Right.
you, Anthony, going to how's he sending you $250,000 and we don't even know anything about you?
Right. So I just let me finish the story so you can understand exactly how everything
All right,
went down. Right.
go
He
ahead.
already
So,
told me
I'll listen.
everything.
Let's hear him out,
all
sweetie.
right. So when I sent the document to Dillhole, he looked
Right.
at it and he said everything was fine. It looked like a decent and solid plan, right? So Mikey was on the phone at that same time. Mikey went off because I think Candy either drove off the road or I'm not sure. It was a small incident. When Mikey got off the phone, Dillhole was saying he wants 45%. So I'm like, what do you want 45% for? And then he started saying something like, Mikey is his pig to milk, or it was sketchy. He was just saying a bunch of sketchy stuff. Now, I was
Well, you know
assuming
what?
that he
No,
was
it's not.
playing
Okay, let me stop you real quick. Dillhole is a good attorney, and he's very expensive. So, you know, that percentage that he's one, it sounds about right.
Well, he's a criminal
with
attorney. He shouldn't have been the one in charge of this in the first place. Whose idea was that?
Mikey called Dillhole and say he wanted to have the document reviewed.
Mikey's
But
never done.
who
Yeah.
convinced Mikey? Who convinced Mikey to do that, to call Dillhole? Was that you, Mr. Matthews?
Why would I convince Mikey to call? No.
Well, okay, so he just pulled this idea out of the air. There's no way that Mikey would pull an almond business out of his head. I know my son.
No, I was the one who put together the Almond business. And I
Okay, well
said
then
to
it was
Mikey
you.
that
So okay,
me,
then it was you. Then it was you that put the idea into my son's head and wanted the $250,000 for the business. So it was you, right?
that is what I've never denied that.
Okay.
Mikey, I told
Well,
Mikey,
you did too.
I
You
told
did too
Mikey
in
that
this call just a minute ago. You did. You said no. I heard you. Okay, I'm not deaf.
that's not what I said. I was saying when
It is what
I
you
was
said. Don't
referring,
gaslight me. It is what you said. It is to what you said. I don't like to be gaslit. Don't do that to me.
Ms.
That's why
Walker,
I
I'm not
pressed
sure if
you
you were hearing
further
me.
until I got to the truth. Okay, go ahead.
Right. Like I was saying, I was the one who made a document. So it would be I don't think you heard me right about me saying I was the one who came up with the idea. I put together a document and I sent it to Mike and say, here's a good business idea. He went for his attorney's opinion and forwarded the email to him. That's how he got
You just
involved.
contradicted everything you said. You said it wasn't your idea, but you said in the documents and said it's a good idea. My gosh.
I didn't
Wow.
say it wasn't my idea. Ms. Walker,
Well,
I'm not sure.
idea
Are
was
you
it?
hearing me clearly? I just told you that was my idea. I
Okay,
didn't
well,
say it
thank you
wasn't
for
my idea.
admitting that. Thank you.
What do you mean admit it? I already. Oh my God. If you got a copy of the document, you would see my name there. I was the one who made the document.
I saw your name on
I've
it.
never.
I just wanted to
I
find
never
out
did.
whose idea it was to start the business. That's all. And to send the $250,000 to Dill to start the business. That's what I was trying to find out.
Ms. Walker, I never denied that part at any given time.
Okay. All right. Okay, we're on the same page. Okay.
so it was your idea, and Dill was supposed to do what? Verify all the details, make sure you're who you say you are, and your son is who he says he is, 'Cause he said something about this
Basically,
is your son's involved in this business, right?
I said I want to leave the business in my son's name in case anything happens to me. This is just something I want to leave like as
Oh, he's just a beneficiary.
I just wanted to
Your son is just a beneficiary.
right. I just wanted to be like the legacy that I leave to him because that I what I've been doing throughout my life is not something I want my son to be involved in. The crime,
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah, that's a
right. So
good
as I was
deal.
saying, so Dillhole was saying he wanted 45%. Like I said, I'm asking myself why does he want 45%? So it went on and on. When Mikey got off the phone, he was saying he's going to be milking Mikey like a big fat pig. Now
What?
I wish I had
Milking them?
What?
that's right. So
That doesn't sound like Dill
that
at
was
all. That doesn't sound like Dill at
And you
all.
talking about charging
I'm
them?
that's why I asked.
He doesn't work for free.
Well, I know that, but that's not the point either. Because even Pinkster was saying there's no reason for him to charge because he's off. He was saying he's off the hour or something along that line because he was home at that.
No, he is never off the clock. I
No,
promise you.
that's what Pinkster
Dill
was saying.
Dillhole charges you every minute you're on the
Right,
Mhm.
phone with him. Well, Pinkster he's a different type of lawyer than Dill. Dill he's never off the clock as long as his phone is
Yeah, that's
attached
true.
contact with him.
right. So Dill's charging $100 a minute, even though sometimes he's the one who calls and say random stuff about basically
Well, it
Yeah,
doesn't
anything.
make
yeah,
it. They don't. Okay, all right.
probably.
Listen, Mr. Matthews. What do lawyers have to sell except their time? They have nothing to sell but their time, so they have to charge for that time and their business and their work that they do. Doesn't that seem fair?
Now, Miss Lucille, it's I understand. While I understand what you're saying, it's different. Let's say, for example, I'm an attorney, and I call you out of the blue and say, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'm just speaking about maybe a project that I'm working on, or maybe possibly something that happened at the store, and I charge you for the time that we spent talking on the phone, even though it wasn't related to anything that has anything to do with you. Does that seem fair?
All right, well, let me give you a scenario that I just went through because you know me and Johnny own a business, and I had to talk to a different attorney. Wasn't Dill because this is a different matter that we're dealing with, and they talked to me for free, a consultation for 1 hour. But after that, they were going to need a $20,000 retainer. Do you see how that works?
A $20,000 retainer.
Yeah, before they did
And
any work at all, because that's how attorneys work. They work and they get paid for their time.
no,
Are you saying you and Dill were just on the phone bullshitting and he was charging you? Is that what you're saying?
he wasn't Dill. The only time I spoken to Dill was I spoken to Dill twice, and that was both of the times when it was Mikey was on the phone. Each time that Mikey got
But
off
it
the
was about
phone, he was
business then.
It was
Business
business
related.
related.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
that.
as or so I thought. Now, in my mind, the first time that we spoke, I pitched the business idea and everything. That's when Mikey got off the phone to attend to Candy, and he was starting to say a lot of
Shut that damn rooster up.
come again.
I said, can you shut that
The roosters are
rooster up?
typical, honey.
Well, I
No, they can't
know.
shut them up. Not ever.
Um,
All right,
holy
so
shit,
now
that's a loud rooster.
after that call ended, like I said, he said everything was fine. He told Mikey that I said to send him everything, which I didn't say anything about that. Dillhole told Mikey that the business was already started and that we're going to start seeing profit in about 6 months. I also didn't say anything about that because I didn't get the money to start the business initially. Dillhole then he said he went to Mexico, but again, I'm not sure where.
Oh, he's in
About his
Mexico.
whereabouts.
He's in Mexico. He's in Mexico. He sent me the money before he went to Mexico. I made sure of that.
Right. So,
They know what's best for Mikey. They got together and they listened to Candy's proposal about the strip club and decided it
Mhm.
was much more profitable than an almond milking business.
Oh,
Mikey
much
I
more
should.
was also
profitable.
Mikey wasn't aware of all this, so He couldn't have told
Yeah,
you.
now
Right.
you're all on board.
Right. I was
And it's
also
okay. It's
the
okay. We
one
don't have to
who.
worry about the almond business. I mean, Dill said it was, started. He got the paperwork started, the LLC stuff, and he got all the paperwork started. But the actual production hasn't started yet, so that's okay. We can stop and we'll pay Dill, what he deserves. The work that he put into, and then we'll have him work on the strip club, which is much better.
It's not even. Is it even really a? Is it even really a business, or is this just a wild hair you got, Anthony, to get out of the mercenary business?
It is a business that I wanted to start. That is why I went through the actual work to put together the document to see if it was an actual something size that I could.
Are you in the chicken house?
Get out of the hen house. Can you
Oh,
leave the
sure.
hen house?
Are you in the chicken house? 'Cause I don't hear the rain now, but all I'm hearing is damn rooster.
There's a farm in my backyard.
Well, I understand that. I've got one too, but I
Huh.
thought I thought you were inside. That's why it quit raining. But
Yeah. Oh
N-
well.
you're out in the yard.
No, they're just gonna.
Well, we wanted to talk to you because me and Lucille, we don't really need your help, and Mikey doesn't need your help with anything. We've got everything pretty much lined out here
Yeah.
lately. No scammers are calling us. We've got everything under control. I don't know why you was helping us to begin with, but you need to just do your own thing and give us a break, okay?
Yeah,
I
we're doing
just want
good.
you to
We're
understand.
we're doing really good.
Johnny, I just want, even regardless of the business itself, Dillhole was ripping everyone off because he literally said he's going to take everything for himself.
He's not going to take
I'm
everything
not.
for himself.
I think he was just drunk. He was just drunk and
He
talking
does
drunk
that.
talk. That's all.
We've
He
known
does
Dill
that
for
Right.
decades.
sometimes.
Okay.
He thinks
If I
we know Dill. We don't know you. We have no idea who you are. You're just a voice on the phone, like Norval told me the other day. He said you've never even seen this person before, and you're willing to throw
That's a
$100,000
good
to
point.
him, and he probably is nothing but a scammer.
That's the point I made to Mikey, and Candy mentioned that too. It's like you have not even met this man, and he wants $250,000 to start a business. Of course, Candy pointed out, it's like, you know me, you know your mom. It's like, you know this business, the strip club's going to do way better. And Mikey was like, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. So
Right, and he
we're doing,
said
I didn't
he
he's
I
trying to
said
didn't
fix himself.
Anthony has 3 wives too. I mean, that didn't go over good with
3
Candy.
wives, that's illegal.
You
That's
telling
illegal.
Mikey to get another wife?
I didn't tell Mikey to get another wife.
What did you
I
say
didn't
to
say
him?
three.
You didn't say
No,
3.
Mikey was
That implies that you told him he could have 2.
right. Mikey Mi-
Where the hell you living, son, that you can have multiple wives?
Mikey was
Not here in the
asking.
United States, because it's
Mi-
illegal here in the
Mikey
United States.
Right. Mikey was asking about my relationship, and that's what I told him. Right. So I wasn't telling him that's something that he should be doing because obviously I told that it was illegal just the same.
Right.
Nevertheless,
Well, why are you doing it if
But
it's illegal?
damn, why didn't you
I
just
didn't get.
tell
I
him
just
that a bad idea? I mean, shit, you're supposed to be his
I did tell him
friend.
that it was a bad idea.
You did
I
tell
did
him
tell
it
him
was
that
a
it was a
bad
bad idea.
idea. Well, Candy didn't seem like she thought you were steering him towards trying to find another wife.
Oh, she was pissed.
Well, no, because also even the strip club idea, I was the one who encouraged Mikey to have a strip club set up because
That's your
he
No, you
idea?
actually
didn't.
wanted to
That was
do.
me and Candy. That was me and Candy.
No, I'm
You
saying
weren't there. I don't remember you being at that
I
meeting.
said I encouraged them because Mike initially wanted to use it as a way for her to persuade her to sign the document or to sign I think there was a contract for a divorce or something. That was what was happening initially. So I
Well,
wasn't
the
against it.
strip club thing is new.
Damn, you got your fingers in it. You got your fingers in all the pies in, don't you?
Mikey's pie
Because
anymore.
Mikey was unhappy initially, and he said he wanted Candy to sign the papers.
He didn't seem unhappy.
Initially, they made a deal. Well, he opened up to me a lot more.
I think maybe you're sowing
Oh, did he?
some
He
doubts in
opened
his
up to some
mind.
stranger? Really? Please.
I'm sorry, come again?
My son opens up to me.
Right. Okay.
Oh, so you're his father now. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not saying I'm his father, Johnny. I'm just saying he opened up to me, and I understood what he was getting at. That's all.
And he said he wanted a divorce.
That's it. Right.
Hmm.
But that was
Interesting.
initially. I don't know if after the incident his mind changed or whatever the case was, but he seems happy right now. So it is what it is.
Right. What do you know about this? What do you know about this ring that he's wearing all the time? Did you send that to him?
That was sent by I think it was a friend of Jack, which I did warn him about.
Jack sent him this silver ring.
Jackass.
Right.
Well, we don't want nothing to do with that son of a bitch either. If you see him, tell him to Mikey's not his brother and don't be calling him and don't be sending him shit. Mikey told me what this ring had a bunch of, I don't know, some kind of horse shit jammed up in it with
I
some
told
sort of voodoo spell or something.
I told
Well,
you
I
about
helped
it
him with
about
that.
weeks
But
ago.
I don't want him to be involved in that no more.
You cleansed it?
Yeah.
Well, he said the ring is good luck now, but it didn't sound to me like it would brought any good luck if it's got somebody's ashes shoved up in it or whatever it was. I mean, who sends somebody a ring with someone's burnt ashes in the side of it?
Well,
Is that
I
your
mean, their
friend?
intentions were malicious. Not my what?
I thought
Johnny,
you
I was the
worked
one who
with
warned.
Jack.
Why would I be working with Jack?
I thought he did
Well,
too.
he told me that you were working for him.
And you believe Jack?
He said that you were one of his agents.
And you believe anything that Jack
I
said?
don't know which one y'all to believe. I think it's best not to believe either of you because neither of y'all have provided anything useful to us.
I was the one who consistently feeded the information that Jack was a scammer, and I warned Mikey on several. Like I saved Mikey's life from Jack multiple times. The same time, the same day that he was going to,
How did you
the
do
same
that?
day that he was going to, where was it? Him and Norval were going to, where was it? I'm not sure if it was, Kansas. I think it was Kansas to make it.
I never knew. I don't know anything about Mikey and Norval going to Kansas. What are you talking about? Why were they going to Kansas?
It was to make some drop off or something along that line. Norval.
Dropping what off?
I think it was.
I need to get Norval in here.
You could.
Well, let me see if if he'll answer. He's not. We don't usually. Give me a second.
They were going. They were about to go to it looks like an abandoned house where Jack and his friends are probably there waiting with guns and etc. Now they say they had laptops and phones and whatever the case was. I'm not sure the entire what exactly their intentions were, but I do know that it was malicious.
That's all. This is weird news to me. Do you know anything about this, honey?
No, I do not.
Well, do you know about the time you went to Florida?
You've reached Captain Kickass. How can I help you?
Oh, hell, Captain Kickass, are you there?
Howdy, partner.
Hey, I'm on the phone. Me and Lucille are on the phone here with Anthony, and he says that you and Mikey went to Kansas to met with, almost got killed or something. I have no idea what he's talking about. That's why I called you.
Mikey didn't talk about anything about. Yeah, I don't remember somebody almost killing me.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking too.
Well, I would have thought I'd known if
remember.
y'all made a delivery to Kansas. This is news to me.
I'm not sure if it was Kansas, but it was to meet up with Jack. And Jack
Yeah,
Jack
we didn't do a delivery though. There was no delivery. We backed out of that. We got wise to it. And
okay, well, I didn't mean
exactly.
to. I know you're busy driving. I'm sorry to bother you, Captain, but
that's okay. I was just having a sandwich.
Having a
Oh,
conundrum.
well, thanks for talking with us. We appreciate that.
How's it going?
It's going great, except
Going
we're
pretty
trying to get something figured out. This damn almond business. All this is just confusing.
There is no more almond business. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Almonds need a lot of water.
The almond
I know
business
that.
isn't.
You know what doesn't need a lot of water is those sesame seeds.
Right, and strippers don't need a lot of water either.
Just as high in protein. That's some do.
Right.
I used to see this one. She had a shower on stage. So she needed a lot of water.
Well, that's some of your military stories. You best not share that.
Sorry, I've had a couple.
All right. Well, get back to work, damn it.
I'm working as hard as I can. I will make you $1 million one day.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, we know you will.
Bye.
Have a good one.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that wasn't helpful at all, Anthony. So they went somewhere, but they didn't deliver nothing.
Because I warned them that it was a setup.
What do you mean?
Well, see, that's the thing. Everything that my son was involved in seemed to be shady and screwed up and messed up. You know, the strip club's legal. You know, we already checked into getting the license. Bill's gonna get the license and everything. Gotta get the liquor license, of course, and it's all legal and it's not shady at all. This other stuff is like, you know, it all seems really shady.
Yeah,
I wasn't involved in that operation. I just heard wind of it. I warned Mikey that he needs to turn back and go home.
You just got wind of it, huh?
How did you just get wind of it? How is that? The wind doesn't just carry gossip. How?
Well, Mikey mentioned the number and the name, and I did some research.
Okay.
And you did research and you got wind from who exactly?
I have private investigators.
No.
Okay, well, see, you're being evasive. The people that are helping us set up the strip club, they aren't being evasive and saying, "Oh, I'm going to get your liquor license, but I can't tell you who I'm getting it from." Really? Seriously?
What's your son's name, Anthony? What's your son's name, by the way?
His name is Dave. I have another one that's called O'Neill.
Emil and Dave, and you're going to leave this almond business to them. O'Neill. Okay.
Not this almond business, because that's not going to happen. So.
Well, I mean, he could do his own almond business. I'm just saying, you're trying to leave your son's almond business because you don't want them to be like you.
Right. Exactly.
Well, what's wrong with your business that you wouldn't want your children involved in it?
Well, first of all, there's corruption, and second of all, there's a danger.
Well, there's danger in everything, though, but, I mean, it's good enough for you, but it's an honest living, right?
I don't think so, Johnny. I don't think it's honest living at all. I think it's a very criminal living.
Well,
there is some stuff there that he's not letting us in on. I can tell you're hiding something, Anthony.
Well, what you think I'm hiding, I'm actually not. I'm just not going into the details.
Well,
but like I said, corruption comes from
evasive. You're being evasive. I got wind of it. It's like you would have said, so-and-so told me, and that's how I knew, Lucille. That's how I knew, Johnny. But you're not saying that.
Well, you wouldn't even give Pinkster the name of your son the other day when he said when y'all talked.
the the reason being, what's his name? Dill is working with Pinkster, so I wasn't sure at the moment if he was an actual honest guy, if he was anything like Dillhole. But I'm not even making this. If I could get on a one-on-one call with Dillhole right now, I could record it and you can hear for yourself. That guy is an actual scammer.
He's an
He's an actual
alcoholic.
asshole.
He's an
Oh,
alcoholic. He's
what?
not. No, he doesn't scam
No,
nobody.
Lucille, I know you're not. I know
No,
you're
he
not going to
doesn't.
believe me without
Now you're
solid,
talking
without
bad
solid
about
evidence.
our. Almost like a family friend. We've known him for decades, and you're sitting here talking bad about him while you're evasive and we don't even know you. Really?
I can have proof if I can get him on a one-on-one call. I don't need you to take my word for it.
Well, you
If
know
I
what?
can get
I
Dillhole on
don't
a
think
one,
me and Johnny require any of your proof. I don't think we require any of your proof.
It won't change. It won't change anything if you record him saying something, because he's so full of shit. There's nothing out of his mouth is possibly real. But I gotta address this. Did you say Pinkster or did you call him Sphinxter?
I'm sorry, come again?
Did you call him Mr. Sphinxter or Pinkster?
No, Pinkster.
Oh,
That's the name he gave me.
I thought you said Sphinxter. I was like, Dillhole and Sphinxter. That sounds like some kind of a weird something strange.
Combo, right?
Anyways, um,
Oh.
you have good luck with. See if you can find another partner for your almond business or something, and leave Mikey out of it, because him and his wife have everything under control, and me and Lucille have our business under control. We don't need
Mhm.
nobody uh, stomped out like roaches or whatever it was you said you were gonna do to these people.
Yeah.
Johnny,
I think that it's better
I
if
just
Mikey
honestly,
just sticks with the strip club with Candy. Candy and him are getting along good now, and I'm really happy for him. And now it's like this business is going to bring in a lot of money for Mikey and Candy too. So Candy's going to be the manager, of course.
right, and I'm happy for Mikey too. But like I said, I just need any form of assistance that I could get because I really want to have this done. This is something that I'm actually passionate about.
Okay, are you asking us for money for a business?
Well, you got friends.
You're not asking us for
I'm sorry,
money
come
for a
again?
business, are you? Are you asking us for money for a business, for your business that has nothing to do with my son? Really?
I was asking for any form of assistance that I could get.
Okay, well, go apply for assistance.
Well, just take your pension from your job or your retirement and put it into your business the same as everyone else does. Or take a loan, get a
I'm
loan
not.
or something.
Yeah, get a business loan. They're easy to get
All
if
right.
you're legitimate.
I've already taken out all. I've already taken out all of those, and I did all the calculations. It still wouldn't be enough.
Well, start with something smaller.
Hmm.
If you, I mean, why shooting for the moon?
You do know me and Johnny, when we first got married, we had to scrap and save our whole lives. What we had, we worked hard for and we saved for. We didn't ask anybody. We didn't beg anybody to give us money. Of course, we got a couple of business loans and.
I'm not asking for like a grant or something. I would return the money as soon as the profits started coming back in.
We're not a bank. The Walker is not. Are not a
Well,
bank.
why don't you start? Why don't you start by maybe telling us who the hell you are? That might be a place that you could start. Because even if you go somewhere and get a loan or whatever happens, you can't just say, "Oh well, I can't tell you this or I can't tell you that. I live in some place where I can have 3 wives, but somehow I'm in America too." I'm not buying that,
I
Anthony.
got married
Me
in
either.
California, and I got married in Jamaica.
Right, but
Mhm.
that's still one
Okay.
of your wives is not your wife if she's over here. So you're just got a wife in Jamaica and a wife in California, and you just splitting time between the
Wow.
two of them.
And they're okay with that? Wow. I just lost respect for
I,
them.
I mean, they like each other, so but I mean,
Oh my gosh.
They
Unbelievable.
visit each other all the time.
Unbelievable.
Well, I mean,
Unbelievable.
open relationship, I guess. I don't know, but um, who are you actually? I know you're not. Your real name ain't Phantom, right? I mean, it's probably not Anthony either. But so who
It
are
it
you?
is Anthony. It is Anthony Matthews.
So
No, it's not.
I could look up. I could do a background search on Anthony Matthews, and it would come up that you're a real person.
Right.
We could have
Well,
him investigated, but I mean, what's the point? That would be a lot of work and a lot of money.
well, I mean, just find out he's telling the truth, I guess. But what more can you tell us besides your name is Anthony Matthew and you're married to two women? You have an
What else do you
address?
want to know?
You have an address?
I live with I live with my wife, but
Two
at,
addresses, right?
He doesn't want to give us anything,
right.
Johnny. He doesn't want to give us anything.
Are you wanting to borrow
That's why I don't trust
what?
him.
What are you talking about borrowing? $100,000 or whatever we talked about before? You gonna do
I'll
that
bet
without
so.
Hundred.
us even knowing who you are?
Yeah, he expects that.
Well, you can't
The house.
expect that.
Okay. In Jamaica, I live in Kingston.
Right.
Mhm.
In
Mhm.
California, I live in Temple City.
Temple.
Hmm. Okay. Well, you're being evasive. Okay, I know that you've had our address in Texas. I know you've had our address. I know that. But here you are wanting
I
to,
don't have.
will you please give me a loan, but I won't tell you anything about me? You can
What's
just walk into a bank and say, give me a loan, but I'm not going to tell you anything
I
about me. They'd laugh at you.
I don't know your address. I've never asked for your address.
what's your
I just
age?
know it's in Texas. I'm 47.
Well, seems like last time I asked you, you said you couldn't tell me unless you asked your wife. Remember? Did she tell
I
you
did ask my wife, and
she
I did
told you
tell
you
you.
were 47? You didn't at
Mm.
that
I did ask
time.
the same night.
At that time, you didn't tell me.
I,
And you live in
I did ask my
Temple,
wife, and I did.
California. Temple City?
Right.
Okay, what's your wife's name, Anthony?
Her name is Tia.
What? Well, the other one's name is what? Rainy or
Yeah,
something?
that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar.
Did Mikey tell?
That sounds
Did
like
Mikey
a
tell you?
yeah. Mikey told me you had two wives, and that one's how he wrote a couple. He wrote a song about them. He said one of them's name was Rainy or something. The other one was Tia Mika or something like that. Are you just giving me her nickname? So I can't look up a background check on a nickname.
Remember that article, Johnny, we saw the other day about the two Jamaican scammers that got arrested? Was that one of them? Because one of them was a girl. I can't remember the name.
They were in Florida, I think.
Hmm.
Um, so Tia Matthews. That's all you got,
Right.
and your name is Anthony Matthews. Do either of y'all have a middle name?
I don't have a middle name.
Is that spelled with one T or two? The Matthews.
It's one T.
So Mathews.
No, there's no S. Just Mathew.
Mathew. Well, that is a very Jamaican spelling of Matthew, that's for sure. So one Thew.
Right.
Hmm. So so you and Tia and what's her actual name? Because we know Tia's not her name.
My name is Tamika.
Can you spell that?
Tamica.
So you and Tamika live in Temple City, California, and you have a middle name, Anthony?
No, I don't have a middle name. Tia lives in Jamaica, by the way.
Well, who's
Johnny,
the
I
one
don't understand why we're going through all this. Mikey's not interested in doing any business with this guy anymore, and
Mikey
I'll tell you
isn't
something. We
interested
he's
because
upset.
Dillhole fed him a bunch of
I
lies.
wanted to know who he was.
That's why Mike.
I just want to know who Matthew really is.
Right. Me and Mikey was cool all along until Dillhole told him a bunch of lies, because he even said something about pictures of that text messages that I sent to Dillhole. I really don't have Dillhole's number.
Well, you got all this resources because you're some kind of secret agent, but you can't figure out Dillhole's number?
That doesn't
Dillhole
sound
has
like
never
very.
messaged me.
Well, I know.
I don't even know his. The only name I have to work with is Dillhole. I don't have his last name. I don't have his number. I don't have anything for him.
Right. Well, that is his last name. Well, what's the other
What was
wife's
your first?
name? The one that lives in Temple City, because you gave me the one that lives in Kingston. I ain't
Her
gonna be
name
able
is
to do a
Rain.
background check on her.
Her name is Rain.
Just
R-E-I-G-N.
R-A-I-N?
R-E-I-G-N.
R-E-I-G-N? Oh, yeah, that's so different. So Rain Matthews.
Right.
And it's just Matthew, it's not Matthews.
Just Matthew.
That's a weird last name.
It's a weird first name,
Thank you.
Rain. I was thinking like what fell from the sky. So how much was you asking for, Mikey? Was that 250,000? Was that all going into this almond milk business?
Dillhole made a suggestion to say we should go larger. Initially, there was, I think it was 150 or 100,000. That was the estimate. But now I later realized that the only reason he wanted to go to 50 was because he wanted. This isn't an accusation. He actually said this over the phone when Mikey went to go to check out what's her name, Candy, when she ran off the road. Because his intention was to actually take everything, cut me out, and give me 10%. But he was, obviously, I know he's drunk, but there's certain things that he says that you really have to think about. Because he actually intended to take everything.
Okay, look, he says a lot of things, but he doesn't always act on those things. I told you, we've known him for decades.
The only reason he came clean was because I informed. Because he thought he would get away with it.
No, that's not the only reason.
No.
The reason is because him and Lucille was in contact the entire time, and she told him that none of that money's going to anywhere except where we decide it's going.
Right, exactly.
You do realize, Mikey, makes some bad business decisions.
That was after I told him that I'm going to look into it. That wasn't before.
No, it's not. It's been that way for a long time, buddy.
Okay. Look,
Dillhole's trolling you is all I can say. He's fucking with you this whole time because Lucille and Dillhole know exactly where the money was going.
Yeah, I know.
So
I always knew.
the marriage license that Dillhole gave Mikey, and had Mikey married to what's her name, Selena. What was that last name?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The fake marriage license.
Yeah.
Why did Dillhole provide that license?
Because he does what we ask him to do.
So you told him to provide a fake marriage license to make Mikey actually think that he's married to Selena, Jack's girlfriend?
Yeah, because I didn't trust her.
You didn't trust her, so you made her.
Well, there's the only way she ain't gonna get a driver. She ain't gonna get a marriage license any other way. She's not even in the United States.
Right, exactly.
Right, but due to Mikey believing that he was actually married to Selena was what caused him to lose his entire crypto account.
No, he didn't lose his crypto account. He lost his bank account.
Yeah, there's a difference.
It was all connected because Mikey thought that he would actually have to share 50-50 with Selena.
Well, it doesn't matter. We secured the crypto account. The bank account worked itself out. But it's really none of your business how we handle controlling Mikey's impulses to spend in large amounts of money for ridiculous shit. It's really not any of your business.
Yeah, you act like you're a family friend or something, and you're not. Yeah, it's none of your business.
You're screwing things up is what you're doing.
How I'm not exactly sure how I screwed up by warning Mikey that Selena is Jack's girlfriend, and I told him not to trust Selena.
I already knew
I'm,
that. You don't think I didn't know she was a gold-digging little witch? You don't think that his mother already knew that? Why do you think that I told Jill to get a fake marriage certificate so she wouldn't get her grubby little hands on anything? Because I knew she couldn't be trusted. Come on, man. You think it was you?
So why are you arguing with me if we're on the same
Because
page?
you're
I'm not
behind our
understanding.
back trying to do whatever it is you're doing and you're screwing up what we're
I
doing.
wasn't behind your back, Johnny. I wasn't behind anyone's back. I
Yeah, you're doing all this behind our back. You didn't come to us with this almond milk business.
No.
You went to Mikey and the lawyer with it. You've done this behind our backs.
This is not something I did behind. I didn't know you wanted to be informed about it.
Oh, we wouldn't want to be informed that
Hmm.
Mikey's sinking $250,000 into an almond milking business.
That sounds like the scammers. That sounds like the scammers
Even
trying to do
even
everything
even
behind our
even
back.
with that being said, Mikey has told you everything else. Why wouldn't Mikey tell you this?
Mikey tells us stuff all the time. We can't even keep up with what Mikey tells us. That's why we had to take control of his accounts. And by having the lawyers on board, Mikey cannot make a
And
transaction without us knowing about it.
right, and Johnny, I told you this initially. I did tell you that I wanted to start a business. The favor
Right.
that I asked
Well,
about way
if
days ago, that was what this was about.
you didn't tell me you were going to have Mikey buy an almond milking company, and then we got nothing. There's no details about any of this. All this stuff is just you saying and sending some paperwork over. I don't know. What do you think,
because
Lucille? I just don't
because
think this is.
I
He's
think
being
I just,
upfront with us.
well, Dill mentioned that too. Maybe that's why Dill was messing with him because he had a feeling that this wasn't legit and that this guy wasn't legit, and maybe that's why Dill was having fun with him. That's probably
Well,
something I would do too. Well, you know me.
right,
right,
right.
that's not what happened.
Well, sounds like what happened.
Sure sounds like it to
You
me
you
too.
trying to say Dill was going to steal $250,000 from Mikey somehow? What what was he going to do? Was he going to pin it on
That's
you?
literally what he said he would do, and that's what he would
And
have
you
done if
don't,
I.
and you don't think we
That's
would know?
exactly what. That's exactly what
Really?
he said he would
But
do.
he didn't.
He literally he literally said because he knew that I was going to inform and make an issue out of this matter. Because he was saying there is no way I can prove it. That's why I ended up asking if you knew anything about it. That's why I mentioned it to you, Johnny. And I told Mikey, but Mikey didn't believe. 'Cause first of all, Dillhole was saying he sent it. There's still the voicemail that he forwarded to me that's saying he sent it. He wasn't telling that to me. He was telling that to Mikey. He told Mikey that he
Okay, well,
sent
we'd still be able to
everything.
find out. We would still know. You can't hide $250,000. It's not like it's a dollar that you lost in the wash when you're doing laundry. Come on.
But it doesn't change the fact that he had intentions to take it.
Well, how could he?
Okay, well,
He
that
said
says
that
you.
he said
Says you.
he he said that we would start seeing profits in 6 months. 6 months is a lot of time to sweep something under the rug.
How could he been doing this the whole time talking to Lucille the entire time?
Mhm.
What is the time frame?
You do know that.
How
I
long
talk
ago
to him I talk to him a lot. You do know that, right? Johnny, I need to remind me. I need to cut Dill a check. You do know that, right?
He doesn't. He doesn't know that. Dill would have never told him he was working with
He
you.
did.
Dill knows that he can't talk about matters like that.
Yeah, you can't disclose
He's
it
drunk
because
and he
it's
has.
client attorney privilege.
He is drunk and he has a loose mouth. He said that multiple times. I'm not sure why you think he wouldn't say that.
Well, like I said, he says a lot of
Well,
things.
because I know he's professional.
He's
Yeah,
never done us
Pinkster
wrong.
said he's not.
Never ever. And here you are bad mouthing him. Who we don't know. We don't know you. Some strangers bad mouthing the person that we've known for 2 decades. Okay.
Sometimes it's the people you know that are dangerous. Betrayal never comes from people you don't know. And secondly,
exactly. That's what we're worried about.
Oh,
if
no, you're
Dillhole was
wrong about
actually,
that. The people that we didn't know for a year who tried to attack my family and tried to steal from us, they were dangerous. So you're wrong.
If Dillhole was an actual genuine person, I swear to you, I would not be bad mouthing him.
He is a genuine person. What do you think he is? A ghost? An alien? What's wrong with you?
You don't know what. I think you're out of your waters, Anthony. You've stuck around here too long trying to do whatever it is you're trying to do, because we've been Lucille and the people she's had contacts with have more than swept the rest of these people under the rug. You're the only one that's been here this long trying to talk to us like you're somehow helping us, but so far
You're not.
I don't think you've helped us.
You don't think I helped?
He hasn't.
All
He
I
hasn't.
have.
You calling Mikey on the way to Kansas is not. That sounds like you've got some inside knowledge of something that's going on that you should have never had knowledge of.
Or he knows the people that were trying to hurt Mikey and he was in on that.
When Mikey went to Florida, to get some Bigfoot bullshit, I was the one who, as a matter of fact, it was right. He said he was going to collect Bigfoot.
It was a dinosaur or fossil.
Whatever the case was, there were.
He already had the Bigfoot.
Right. When he went there, or when he was trying to get there, he actually had to pull over somewhere and leave and go back home because people who were waiting on him there, they were actually trying to kill him. You knew about
this?
Well, I believe that, but it wasn't you that saved him.
For all we know, it was you that put him in danger.
Why would I put him in danger and warn him about it?
I don't know.
Because you probably had somebody waiting on him. I don't know what your reason for staying in contact with him was, but Lucille's the one that called and told him to come back home.
That's not what Mikey said. Mikey said his wife told him. That's Selena.
No.
And since it was Selena,
it was not his wife. It was that damn Deborah that he was talking to for a little while that told him that he was going to be murdered when he got there. It wasn't Selena.
Whoever the wife was at that moment. That's
well, that wasn't no wife. He wasn't married to her. Let's just be clear there.
That was all fake.
You know where she was from, Anthony? You know where Deborah was from, Anthony? With all your inside.
That was just another girl for Jack. All of the girls that have been in contact with Mikey were just girls working for Jack.
No, that one didn't work for Jack. I'm asking you, do you know where she was from specifically?
Deborah?
Yeah.
I don't remember right now, but I thought Mikey said
Deborah? It's Deborah. It's not Deborah, it's Deborah. Deborah.
Well,
that's how Mikey pronounced
Deborah in my life.
Well, that's how she pronounced it.
Well, nevertheless,
Well, I'm just getting at
Right.
what I was getting at, Anthony, is she's from Kingston, Jamaica. Okay, so she doesn't go by a nickname Tia or anything, does she?
Who?
This Deborah, this doesn't happen to be your wife or something, is it?
I don't know any of these females that Jack was working with.
Right.
I just know these are Jack's girlfriends.
But your wife happens to live in the same city. You said to put the dots together, so I'm putting some of the dots together here.
How ironic.
So your wife lives in Kingston, Deborah lived in Kingston, Jack's from Kingston, and it seems like Kingston's a place where a lot of these phone calls and these people are calling from. So are you in Kingston right
Mhm.
now as
I've even
well?
had them call. I've even had them call, Johnny, and I think you remember seeing that, where they would call and the caller ID would say Kingston, Jamaica.
Right, all the time.
The-
Mhm.
I'm not sure I'm hearing you as well because the rain is coming again. What were you saying?
Well, let me check the weather in Kingston real quick, and then you can tell me where you're from besides Temple, California, Temple City. Are you in Kingston, or I mean, do I even need to look up the weather, or can you, or is that where you're at right
I
now with?
just looked up the weather. I just looked up the weather. It's sunny and 86.
No, I'm still in California.
You're in California, huh?
Hmm. What city in California?
Temple City is the name of the city.
Right, but is that where you're at?
Yes, that is there now.
Oh, the weather's beautiful in Temple City, California too. It's 59 degrees and
Amazing.
no precipitation. No rain at all. Hmm. Hmm.
It is raining.
It is
Yeah,
not. I'm looking at right now. I am looking at the weather right now.
it's
Precipitation.
not raining in Temple.
Not right at the
If you
moment. It's
know,
not.
so if it's not raining in Kingston, it's not raining in Temple City, then where am I?
It's a good question.
That's a good
I'm in
question.
Temple City. I am in Temple City. That's what.
You're
Oh,
not.
so the radar just doesn't work.
Yeah, I checked the
Maybe you
radar.
need
There's no rain in either location.
maybe it updates after a few minutes or a few hours. I don't know.
Well, you're a crazy man. I'll give you that. I don't know what your game is. I think so.
Well, are we done now? Because this isn't going to happen.
Johnny,
The Almond business
what
is going to
what
happen,
I
and
what I can honestly say is I do genuinely want to leave something for my son. That's all I
well
say.
then,
Well, leave your son something. Why don't you leave him something? But it doesn't have to be an almond farm. It could be a good work ethic or something like that.
yeah.
Hell, you're not dead yet. You sound like you're only about 20 years old, so you got plenty of time to leave something for your son or your sons.
Mhm.
You said I sound like I'm 20.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
put you
You
over
do.
25, maximum in
Definitely not over
29
30.
maybe. No, he ain't 30, ain't no
Mm.
way. Yeah, there ain't a drop of water anywhere near Temple City.
Nope. Or Kingston.
Well, the Kingston one
Hmm.
surprises me because I really thought I know he's somewhere in Jamaica because every time you call me, Anthony, you got tree frogs in the background so damn loud I can barely hear you talk.
And the roosters. Don't forget the roosters.
Well,
Poor
we
roosters.
got roosters, but we don't have tree frogs.
Oh, no.
So what was your plan? have Mikey and buy you an almond milk place, or were you just gonna take the money, or what was going on with that? 'Cause
I would do everything I could to make the almond milk company and have Mikey receive his profit over time. That's literally all the right. Having money, just just
without any information, you expect them to do that without any kind of information about who you are or any
I just
verification?
sent him the business plan to see if it was something that he'd be interested in. That's why he even mentioned it to the lawyer to see what he thought. So we
Right.
weren't selling on anything as yet.
Right. So why did you avoid the questions when Pinkster asked you who was involved in all this? Why are you avoiding giving them any details? How are you gonna?
Because that was my first time speaking with Pinkster, and at the time,
It doesn't
Dillhole was
matter.
already.
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm
If
saying
you were legit,
what
if
I'm
you were a
saying.
legitimate person, if
What,
you were an honest
what
person, you'd be like, "Here's my name. It's nice to meet you. My first,
right?
my
So
last
as I was
name. You
saying,
don't hide who you are."
Dillhole is working with Pinkster. So at that time, I thought Pinkster was also, had malintentions because Dillhole was giving me the impression that he was.
Oh,
No.
so you think Pinkster's a criminal too,
I
huh?
wasn't certain at the moment. I couldn't be certain.
Seems like you're projecting, but
I'm not projecting. I'm being safe.
you
Right.
know what projecting is? Do you understand the definition of projecting?
I do understand the definition of projecting.
Okay, then you understand what I said. Okay, just making sure that we're on the
Okay.
same page.
Right. Well, let's just get to the
Okay.
chase. Me and Lucille don't think that this almond milking business is good for Mikey, and we don't want to invest in it, and we don't know you well enough to float you a loan for $250,000 without knowing who the hell you are or any kind of collateral or nothing else.
Right.
I
Tell me a little bit about yourself real quick before this call ends. Um, you just go around as a mercenary your whole life, or did you actually have a legitimate job at one time?
I worked with the FBI for about maybe 12, 12 years. While I was working with them, I noticed that
And what?
there was more corruption that I could actually. There's people who were actually and genuinely guilty of doing a very crazy things, very evil things,
Hmm.
just due to the fact that they could pay.
So you're a whistleblower. You're a whistleblower right now, telling me that the FBI is corrupt.
I'm just saying there was a lot of people who got away that over time I wanted to do something about. I could either be a part of the corruption or I could do something about it. And that's basically what happened. A guy reached out to me and told me, I think it was someone from was it uh, it was a, I think it was a witness. This took place in court because this is basically what started everything. Me being a quote unquote mercenary, because there was a witness who was actually uh, silent. If you're familiar with that term, uh, he was forced to sign NDAs, and the guy who actually killed a few people for him walked free. Now he took a few $100,000 to pay me to sort things out for him, and I didn't see any problem with it because it's a part of my job to take out bad guys anyway. So that's basically how that started. After a while, one thing led to the next.
Oh wow. So you're actually you're like with the X Files then.
I'm sorry, come again?
Are you part of the X Files?
No, honey.
You're gonna need to expound on what the X Files is. There's a lot of
He doesn't even know now.
Agent Mahoney, or what was his name, sweetie?
Who?
you know more about that agency than I do. The two agents part that run the X Files. You
Oh,
know,
Mulder and
You're talking
Scully.
about the
the
movie?
woman and the.
Mulder and Scully.
Well, they made a series out of it. Yeah,
I'm not
you don't remember that?
sure I've ever seen the X Files. I've seen
If
the
you're 60, 50 years old, you would know what the X Files is.
47, and I've seen the advertisement. I've never actually watched it. I
No,
try
well,
to escape reality as much as possible.
well, you're sounding like you're talking about all these agencies. Some that you were in the FBI and then this other agency pulled you out because you didn't like what was going on, all the corruption and everything. Sounds like maybe it would have had to been some other government agency like the CIA or the X Files or something.
The CIA doesn't necessarily work for the government, but that's a complicated. That's
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they work
Yeah,
for
they
the
do.
government.
they seem
It's a
like they work
government
on the government
agency.
to the listen. They seem like they work for the government on a public view, but if you actually know anything about the CIA, if you actually deep dive in the CIA, you notice that it's a completely foreign organization. To put it, in simple terms.
Foreign organization. It is not.
Oh, well, he's on the inside, honey.
Honey, this guy. I mean, I don't even know why we're still talking to him. It doesn't matter. There's not going to be any Almond business. We're not going to loan him any money because he won't tell us who he is. I don't trust him.
Well, I was trying to figure out who he is, but he's not gonna be truthful with me. I don't think he's an ex-FBI agent.
No, neither.
I mean, everyone knows CIA and the FBI. I'm sure they have things they do behind the public's perception, but they're still part of the government.
And they don't work for foreign countries. That doesn't
No,
happen.
they sure as hell don't do that. If anything, they help overthrow some of them.
Mhm.
Anyhow,
Yes,
Agent
right.
Phantom or Matthews, when you get back to the States, tell your wife in Temple City, um, our our best wishes for you and her almond farm, because I know you can grow almonds in
Mhm.
California, right? Well, there you go. You've
Good.
got a good start. But
Mhm.
we're not gonna sink a couple hundred
Yep.
$1,000s into a business that we know nothing about with so little details from people we
The
don't know.
the land
Yeah, that would be stupid.
to purchase the land itself is between $20,000 to $50,000.
Well, you just said you made
And
two
then
hundred
you
thousand
better get
dollars.
to work saving money.
Yeah, you just said you made
Yeah.
two hundred
That
thousand dollars eliminating somebody for someone. So
that was
that's pocket
that
Take
change.
was
that money.
years ago.
Oh,
That
you already
was
blew to
years
it,
ago.
huh?
Hmm.
When I
Well,
ended up doing jobs on my own, that's how I ended up blowing out the money because I was standing by watching a lot of people get away with things.
well,
Some of those jobs I weren't hired for.
you've got a skill set to work for somebody. So go use your
Mhm.
skills and make you some money. And good luck with your
I don't
almond
wanna
milk business.
I don't wanna kill
Yeah.
people
Good luck.
anymore, Johnny.
I'm not asking
What?
you to do
I'm
that.
trying.
There's plenty of security jobs where you just keep people safe. You don't run around sniping people, okay? You gotta look a little harder than that. I mean, look at Norval out here. He was with whatever he was with. And now he's a truck driver. You don't have to. There's a lot of things you could be doing to make an honest living.
Mhm.
Your son would be
It
probably
doesn't.
happy to know that you're just out on the road driving and not having a chance of you never coming home because you're put yourself into some kind of dangerous situation.
It doesn't have to be 200,000. Doesn't have to be 100,000. Doesn't even have to be 50. But any help I could get would be appreciated, Johnny. Miss Walker is the same because, like I said, I'm
Johnny.
generally
Oh,
trying
I
to have
like
this
how you
done.
say that, Johnny, and you leave me out of it. That's another thing that pisses me, Johnny. The
I just
disrespect.
call. I just called.
Well, he plugged you in there at the last. He's caught what he'd said, honey.
Mm-hmm.
We know you,
Mm-hmm.
with having 2 wives or 3 wives or whatever it has, you probably view women as what, like a business transaction. Is that what you told Mikey?
Like a business. No, I
That was
didn't say
sad.
that to Mike. I said relationship is.
You know, Mikey, I'm Mikey's
I
father, okay? Even though you think you're his dad, he spoke to me about what y'all talked about, and he said you told him marriage was just a business.
That was disgusting.
well,
That was disgusting.
I
What a
think you might be
misogynistic pig.
misinterpreting.
But what'd you
Right,
mean?
Miss Walker. I think that's being poorly misinterpreted. I was saying business
No,
is
that's
like
exactly what our son said, that you said that marriage is a business. And now you're trying to backpedal.
Mikey is going to say what he understands from what I said, but what I
Oh
said
my
had
God,
entirely different
Johnny.
meaning.
I'm sick of this
I
guy.
was
I'm sick
saying
of this guy
marriage.
putting down Dill, putting down our son, putting me down, begging for
I
money. It's pathetic.
1 second. Let me talk. I was saying marriage is like business because we're building each other to eventually grow, just like any other business. This is something that you invest your
Oh
time and
my
resources
God.
into to grow. That's what a business. I'm not sure how you interpret it, but that's not what I meant. I wasn't being misogynistic. I
Johnny
love
and
my
I
wife.
never thought that our marriage was a business. It's a relationship, a lifelong relationship, not a business.
And what do you do in a relationship besides build each other, keep each other up?
It's not a business.
Well, maybe it was the wording of it. I don't know if you're from where you're from, Matthew, Saudi Arabia, or whatever you said, but we don't really. It doesn't sound. The wording does sound pretty bad when you just say it was a business and then you somehow got
Well, I meant
2 or 3 wives. Is it 2 or is it 3?
it is too, and I meant
Uh,
good by what I said. I there's no type of misogyny in what I'm doing. They love each other, and that's
and
basically it.
whatever works for you, man. But
Hmm.
I, I think we're done here. Maybe whenever you get your life straightened out and get this next job going or whatever it is, holler back at us. You should probably introduce yourself sometime as a real person to us. So that's the only way you'll ever get
But,
any help
but,
out of us.
but do not call us back and ask us for money. Don't call up our son and ask us for money. Okay? Just
No,
don't
don't
do that
call John.
because
Don't
that'll
call
be an instant
Mikey.
click.
Yeah, leave Mikey out of the business and Dillhole and well, I don't think you're going to be talking to Dillhole again. Y'all probably don't get along that well. It doesn't
Probably
sound
not.
like. I mean,
Yeah.
he somehow thought it would be fun to completely mess with your head. I don't know why he'd do that. He's just like I said. He drinks and
Mm.
sometimes he says things that he probably shouldn't. But anyhow.
He
All
wasn't
right,
saying with
well,
my
we're
head.
done here.
I can say it for certain.
Well, he gave every penny of the money that Mikey sent through over to him to Lucille. So, tell me, what was he doing that was illegal, other than bullshitting with you over the phone?
The only reason that it was the only reason that was sent is because he knew that I would do something about it. Initially, he didn't think I would say
Oh, so
anything.
you called him in the act. You called him in the act, and he came clean, even though he'd already been talking to Lucille for weeks before that.
Regardless of that fact,
You don't know everything, Anthony. There's a lot you don't know. That's why I'm trying to tell you. You're going behind our back trying to pull strings when me and Lucille already have this under control.
not pulling strings, then.
We don't need your help, is what I tried to tell you the other day. We don't need your help.
If you trust Dillhole,
We don't even. I mean, Lucille don't even think you're damn whatever the hell you say you are. She thinks you're a Jamaican scammer that's trying to rip us off, and it's starting to sound like she's probably completely right.
I haven't been wrong. I haven't been wrong yet.
Yeah, she hasn't missed the mark once so far. Every time she's been right, except for maybe Andrew Goldberg a long time ago.
Oh,
I'm not gonna bring that up. I'm sorry, sweetie.
thank you.
I don't want to mess our business up.
I tried to explain and I tried to come clean and I said everything. So if that's how you feel, I won't fight you against it.
Yeah, that's the way it seems. The way you presented yourself and everything about you, none of this makes any sense to me. Lucille can see through things quicker than I can, and it doesn't seem like I don't think you're being straight up with us in any way at all. I mean, are you a
I have
Jamaican scammer, or is that what you're doing, and you're just trying to get some money?
Johnny. I I I'm not sure what part of what I said you misunderstood, but I was being honest about
You got a wife in Kingston, right? You got a wife in Kingston, right?
right.
How many kids with her?
Just to
Okay, so you got a family that lives in Kingston, but you're not a Jamaican scammer that's trying to get money from us.
Mm.
I'm not sure how you're going to tie a wife I have in Kingston to I mean, I understand that you have history with people in
Yeah,
Kingston, but
yeah, well you do.
if I could have connected those dots
Well,
myself,
you didn't though.
I could have connected those dots myself. I could have connected those dots myself prior to you asking and saying it would look suspicious, but instead I chose to be honest. I have a wife in Kingston, but I'm not a part of any of that.
Well, on
Mm.
top of that, you've got a wife in California, and and you claim you're there, but there's pouring down rain on a sunny day in Temple City, California.
In
So
both
you
places.
see, things that
Hmm.
you're saying to us that are complete lies makes everything that you might be saying truthful. It brings it into
It could
question.
be rain.
It's
It
not
could be
raining in
raining in
Temple
Kingston
City,
right.
okay? The
I was
radar
just saying.
Nope.
shows it.
I was just saying it could be raining in Kingston right now, and that that you're looking at doesn't reflect it immediately. That's what I'm trying to say. The rain
Okay.
stopped and
All
the
right.
sun is out.
So it's just lagging, I guess. I guess the old Doppler radar just can't pick up a rainstorm for some reason. Okay, well I don't believe that.
Sure.
Honey, are you
I don't
ready to go
either.
get something to eat?
Yes, I am.
I skipped lunch so I could go out there and chew those guys' ass out about keeping all the plants watered. They're starting to, they're getting too comfortable out here with nipping their little buds off when I'm not watching. Anthony, you have a good day and the best of luck to your almond milk company or whatever you end up starting. But leave Mikey out of it, okay?
Mikey's not interested anymore.
Well,
When Candy
I
explained to him
know.
how much money he was going to make with the strip club, his eyes just lit up. Now
But
you know how
But
Mikey is.
Anthony has a way of talking them into stuff. I know he's talked me into some things that I haven't told you about, Lucille. But it all
Hmm.
turned out okay. Later,
Well,
Anthony.
okay.
Later, Johnny.
Bye.
So
Fine.
I still got some guy named Frank Douglas calling and John Hennessy and you remember Hennessy? I
Oh, you
think
got
you.
Hennessy?
Yeah, he
You got
called
Hennessy
for a
too?
while. Yeah, he's praying for my wife. He said.
Ugh. Okay.
I told him you wasn't feeling good, and he's put you on the prayer list.
Uh, uh,
There was I gave all these guys weird names. Like there was a guy named Terry Livingston or something. I've got him in here as Terry Livertongue, and and Frank Douglas is Frank Duckglass. I like giving them goofy names and then use it on them until they call you out on it. Bobby Deadman
yeah.
and Frank Duckglass. Oh, these guys are all, I think the same ones they were calling you were calling Johnny at the same time. I was just chewing their asses out every time they'd call. So
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, is this Theodore? Pinkster? Esquire? Hello? Hello?
Did you just call this number?
Yeah, Dillhole gave this to me. He said you was in charge of everything.
Said what?
Dillhole, your law partner, told me to call you because he's lost all my money.
Leave it to Bill.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to get the money sent back to me. You got time to talk to my business partner, Anthony?
Anthony?
Yeah, the guy with the milk farm, the almond milk farm. Didn't Dill tell you anything about what's going on?
No?
Yeah, we're invested in a nut milking company that's
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
sent him over $250,000 in cash last week.
What happened?
You care if I bring Anthony on the line because he's concerned about all this?
Is he a scammer?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, yeah. What do you want me to say?
I say, be honest, we're just kind of freeballing this thing. I just wanted to. Dill is supposed to be in Mexico with the money right now, probably blowing it all on hookers and coke and stuff. Are you up for it?
All right. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. I'm just gonna add this dingleberry. You don't have a drinking problem like Dill, right?
No, I drink, I get drunk, I fall down, no problem.
Oh, perfect. All right, I'm adding them. We'll see if he jumps on there.
All right.
I don't mind the construction going on in the background. Candy's putting her strip club in. They've got some dozers out here. Are you there, Anthony?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
I was able to get hold of Theodore Pinkster, and he's on the line. He knows that Dill is in Mexico, but what do you want me to have him say to Dill whenever he comes into the office or when he gets back?
Well, he could firstly return the money that he stole. That would be a good start.
Oh, let's not go.
So far,
Let's not get that harsh on it yet. We don't know that he stole the money, right? I mean, this is his partner on the phone with us right now. I don't think it's good to just call Dill a thief at this moment. Let's hear what. Theodore, are you there? I mean, Mr.
Yeah, I'm
Pinkster.
Here. Yes, I'm here.
What? Dill wouldn't have stolen the money, right?
No, I wouldn't have him for a partner if he was stealing.
Exactly.
I've been talking to Lucille, Mrs. Walker.
My mom.
So what I need what I need to understand, why did he say he swore on it? He said that he sent it to me. He said he sent everything. He told me the various ways in which he had it sent. And until this day I haven't received anything, no phone calls, nothing. Now he wasn't expecting me to mention it to Mikey, but when I did, he's changing the story of saying he forgot to press send.
Well,
So
we'll just have to wait till he gets back. We'll have to wait till he gets back and find out. But Lucille wants the money sent to her.
Oh, why is
Lucille?
why is Mom wanting it? Just,
Well, she's a little bit worried about what's going on.
she doesn't still have she don't still have control over me, does she, financially? I mean, I thought they did away with that thing. The power of attorney or whatever.
No, she still has power of attorney.
Holy shit. You're not legally bound to do that, are you?
Do what? No. No, not without her signature. No, without her say so.
Damn.
The last time I heard from
she wants the money. She wants Dill to send that money back to her.
Right. Well, when's he coming back? Did he say?
No. You know how he is.
No, why would Lucy want that to happen? I'm not understanding. Why would she want the money to be sent to her?
Well, she's not very trustworthy. I mean, she don't trust people.
That's
right.
True.
That I understand, but how does that benefit Mikey? I'm not understanding how sending her money.
I don't know a lot about it. This is just what she told me. She's been dealing with my partner. I'm just brought into this. I don't know a whole lot about it, other than I've been talking to Lucille, and she wants my partner, when he gets back, to send that money to her.
And is he even legally allowed to do that? He didn't get the money from Lucille, so I'm not understanding.
No, but she has power of attorney over Mikey.
Well, I did take it out of the bank account, so there is record of that.
Well, she is legally able to interfere and stop.
Well,
I don't know a lot about it. All I know is you might need to talk to Lucille.
I could add her to. I don't think I can add her to the call right now, but how did he? Are you sure you checked all the ways that he tried to send this money to you, Anthony, to make sure that?
Mikey, I'm 100% positive he didn't send anything. He said he sent it through Zelle. I didn't give him any Zelle to send anything to. He said
I gave him that one bank account too that you gave me. Remember? That it didn't go to them. The LLC that you. There's something in our text. You sent me some information. You said you wanted it sent to that guy.
That was for the producer. That's What's Good LLC, right? What's Good Entertainment
that's
LLC.
the music producer.
Right. That was for what's her name, Shay.
Right. Okay. Well, Mr. Pinkster.
Yeah, I mean.
So, even though I brought it to Dill as cash, it still has to go back to my mom when Dill gets off vacation?
Well, the deal, what the deal is she has power of attorney, so I don't know much about what's going on, but I do know she has power of attorney, and I've been talking to her, and she wants the money back to her. I'm legally bound to make sure it goes back to her. Now, what you can do is talk to Lucille, both of you, and talk to Lucille, your mom, and if she wants to change her mind and lift the power of attorney, then it can all go through. Whatever.
Oh, no, I don't think so. She doesn't like Anthony that well, I don't think.
Well, that could be why she's
Johnny haven't Johnny hasn't mentioned anything about this. So I'll probably check with him also.
I haven't talked to Johnny. All I talked to is Lucille. Lucille called me.
Anthony,
That's
who
probably
is the person that we're doing this with, partnering with? What's his name? Let's
I
get
sent it to
something
your
on
email.
let's just get something on the record while I'm here with Pinkster. You don't know his name off the top of your head?
No, I did send it to your email, but I'm not home right now. I'm on the I have company.
Is it on the
You can't
paperwork you sent me?
Right.
I
Let
would
me see
like
if
to know the name.
let
What's
me
his
look
name?
let me look it up and see if I can bring that paperwork up real quick. You got a second, Theodore? Mr. Pinkster?
Yeah, I'm not busy.
All right, I don't want to. I know. Oh my God, you're not charging me as much as Dill does, are you? Is it $100 an hour or a minute or
A minute.
what? Is that
I think
inaccurate?
it's by the hour.
Well, it's officially, Mr. Walker, I'm off the clock right now because I'm home. So you won't be billed for this.
Oh my God, you're way different than Dill. He's charged me for his vacation in Mexico right now.
Well, if you charge me, I'm going to have a talk with my partner.
Right. He said that everything he's done while he's in Mexico, he's on the clock. I don't know what he's doing there. If he hasn't gotten the money to Anthony, I don't feel like he's really being productive enough to charge
That
me.
might be, that could be why your mom wants that money sent to her.
Right. Yeah.
The fact
Yeah.
is, I need to get a hold of him and make sure it gets back to her because we are legally bound for one, and number two, we could get sued.
All right. Well, hold on. I'll see if I can find. Do you remember the name of that document? Anthony, was that the almond milk?
I think it's Almona.
Almona. I had a girlfriend named Almona once. Or Mona, I can't remember.
I've been hearing, Mr. Walker, you've had a lot of girlfriends here lately. What your mom said.
They've kind of thinned out here recently.
Well, that's another thing I have her nervous too.
I haven't had a whole lot of luck with the ladies.
Now, Mr. Walker, if you can have your mother come in and sign a release, then I'm no longer will be legally bound, and you can do whatever you want to. But she has to sign these papers first.
Right. Well, she's not gonna sign nothing. She's very controlling of me. But I can ask her and see if she'll be willing to do it.
Well, I'm an attorney for the whole family, so I'm kind of in a pickle here, I'm in the middle of...
Oh, let me I'm gonna have to open my email. Give me just a second. I misplaced where I put that, Anthony.
Can you just tell me the name of the guy?
Well, I asked him. He said it's on the paperwork. I guess he doesn't know it. I thought it was your son or something, Anthony. Anthony, is it your son?
You still hear me, right?
No, I asked you, is it your son? Is it your son
Mikey?
that runs this company?
I just texted to you. I was just texting to you to ask which one of my sons did he add this document.
But I'm not going to get the... Can you tell me the name?
I'm not sure which one of my sons she added to the document is yet. I've just messaged her.
You don't know your son's name?
I said I don't know which one.
You have multiple sons?
You're going in business with your son and you don't know which son it is?
Mr. Pinkster, my wife added that part of the documents. Ultimately, she decided which one was.
I didn't know your wife had your balls in her purse.
No, she
Anthony, I thought you had more control over things than that.
no,
I'm
she
kind of
spends more
concerned that
time with
he's
them,
going in
so she
business
know.
with his son and don't know which son it is.
No, she
Can you?
spends more time with him, so she spends more time with them, so she would know who was better at making better financial decisions.
Oh,
That's
you don't
Okay, well,
spend time
who
with
is
them.
Mr. Walker doing business with? Is it you or your wife?
sorry. Come again?
Who is Mr. Walker doing business with? You or your wife?
That would be me.
I don't know his wife.
Then if your son is going in with you, how come you don't know which son it is? That seems kind of strange.
The document that was sent, the entire infrastructure of what's supposed to be happening in terms of how the business is going to operate. I was the one who did that part of the document.
Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker,
All right, I
Mr.
found it.
Walker.
I found the document, but go ahead.
Can you email that to me so that I can look at it closely?
Yeah, I can. I gave Dillhole a copy of it, but
I need a copy for myself.
he was drinking at the time, and
Well,
all right, I'll send it over as soon as we get off the phone
all
here.
right.
I was trying to find Anthony's son on here.
Well, my partner's been a little close to things,
Oh, it says me and Anthony. It says are the owners.
but where does his son come into play then?
Business. I don't see his son yet.
Well, he said his son was part of it.
What page? What page would it be on, Anthony? Do you know? Well, it's 26 pages long. I'm going through it as quick as I can. Give me just a second and see if I can. Is his same last name Anthony as you?
Did he hang up,
Yeah,
Mr. Anthony?
yeah, he hung up.
I don't think he likes me.
Oh, I think you asking for a copy of this shit might have sent him off the end.
Oh.
Yeah, he it's a
Did
little.
I mess up?
No, that was perfect, man. He he should be able to provide some of this information. I mean, good lord, it's his own son. He can't remember his name.
Especially to your attorney. Yeah.
Well, let me try to add him back just to see if he'll jump back on us.
Perfect, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
Tried to call, but no answer.
All right, so let me go back and check. For the maximum deposit that you can put on the crypto account, that's about $500,000 USD. But the money has to go into like a financial institution first, which varies depending on the type of account you have. So if you're in,
Right. That's what I was trying
if,
to explain, that I'm not
right,
able to put in 500,000 at one shot. I don't know anyone
no,
that's got that kind of an account, but I'm sure some people do.
no, not that, not no. Are you referring to the crypto account or like a financial institution? Because it's two different things.
Well, I have to put it into, or I put it into my account first, and then from there I put it into the crypto wallet. Now I'm limited to the amount I can put in it in one day from one account. That's kind of what I was trying to ask you, is if you was to be able to get this 100,000, the 50 that is mine, how many days would it take you to get that uploaded into an account?
All right, so Yeah, that's what I was explaining. Uh, the entire thing can be uploaded, but if it's going through like a bank, like say for example, it's Bank of America, uh, the limit we have on the local banks is a lot lower than what you'd have in the U.S. So the max I think could probably be maybe half a million, and that's not a lot. I'd have to check if it's like a monthly thing or if it's like a weekly. I'm gonna do a conversion. So it's about $3,000 maybe a week. I'm not sure, but if I can make a few connections with people who already have the money in crypto, I could just give them the physical cash and have them send over the crypto to you to your wallet.
Well, it'd probably be easier just to try to have you send the physical cash then, right?
If he's gonna be bringing the physical cash in Jamaica, that'd be more difficult to have it sent over to you.
Well, I'm saying for you to transfer it over into crypto, that would take you quite a while, correct?
Well, it depends because if I can find someone who already has a crypto, it would just take a day to or two.
Are you talking about just physically putting it into some sort of a crypto machine, or are you talking about going through an actual
No,
financial?
I go to a person who already has money in their crypto and have them send you. I'd have them send you the crypto. But you said you prefer to have the physical cash?
No, I would rather have it. I'd rather have it in the USDC sent to my wallet, but I would want it to come from somebody that you know no one's looking at, or it's not going to be looked at.
Right. Yeah, I could have it arranged.
Well,
I that
I mean,
probably
we're kind of getting ahead of the cart at the moment because we haven't got the money, but I just wanted to make sure that you have a way to, I don't want to end up like you did with Dillhole where we've made an agreement and then all of a sudden you have no way of getting my part to me.
no, because that's the same situation that I'm against. Because you're sacrificing the bread for some breadcrumbs.
Right. Well, I'm putting this on your side so you don't have to worry about you not getting your part of it because I'll not have touched it. It'll be up to you to get me my part,
No,
and then we can build some trust from there. I'm not worried about this 50,000, but I just want to make sure that you have a way of. I know we have a little bit of a history, so I don't know if you think I owe you money because Jack felt like I owed him 14 bitcoins because of something that happened over a year ago. Um, shit happens. He would have done the same thing in my situation.
Probably worse, but I get what you're saying.
Right. Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to get a feel of. Me and you communicate mostly through text, so it's harder to get a feel of what's going through your head. And
No, I'm all about making sure that everyone eats just as much. Because I've told you before, I have probably the same objective with the farm and everything. So that's basically it. I'm not in it to grab and take everything.
Right. Well, I wouldn't have been into that myself at the time, except I had no idea who Jack was. He's just another guy on the phone trying to do the same thing I was doing, so I didn't feel any obligation to include him in on anything because we didn't have let's say we didn't have a relationship at that time.
Right.
He was just someone else that was trying to get this crypto that I was also trying to get at the same time. I don't know who was there first. It didn't really matter. But anyways.
Well, now the crypto is yours pretty much. I'm more than happy to help because I have like let's see, the main person I work with that if it's anything to do with maybe like a security job or for like what you can call protection, or let's say Dillhole comes into and we come into possession of Dillhole, for example. I can have him get Dillhole, and like the same plan I had, the hostage plan that I mentioned, having the 45 in his mouth, sending that picture to Johnny, having some form of arrangement to at least make $1 million before he gets released from one side, and that's basically right. So that would be his part. But of course, I'd have to give him some money up front for that to even happen, and so forth. Everything has been a shit show. So.
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure that if that I could get my cut, and you had a way of facilitating that.
Yeah, I could make something work.
Because I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of money up front to get some of this information in the next day or two from Pinkster and someone else that's part of the firm that they don't know that I'm in contact with. So let me find out what I can and make sure that we even know where he's at, and that way we can arrange a meeting maybe, or
All right.
figure out where the money is and where the money's going to change hands. So if there's a way that we can intervene.
Right. I wouldn't want to get Mikey in any direct in the direct line of fire, if you get what I'm saying. But
no, I don't want anything to happen to Mikey. But I think we could arrange it in a way to where it can change hands through someone else.
Okay. All right. So just while you're at it, just see if we can have at least some solid proof, because so far for some reason they still have a lot of faith in Dillhole, but I just need some solid proof that he didn't send anything towards my direction. And
right. Well, I'm going to know that. I'll know that before the end of the day if he really did have this Colleen send money to somebody. We'll find out. If she did, we'll find out who that was. Because I don't know why he would do that if you haven't even given him an account. That doesn't make any sense.
He's not very good at a liar either, so.
Right, yeah, he's not. Even when he's sober, he's not real good at lying. So I'll find out what he did with the money, if he still has it on his person. And I also know some of his bookies and his gambling connections, so I can find out if he's done something stupid like lost it on some kind of bet or.
Right.
Anyways, I'll get back with you on that part of it.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Well, I don't answer this phone very often because I have to be somewhere where it doesn't. It's kind of encrypted, so I'll text you before I get back with you. Okay.
All right. Can you teach me? Would there be a chance for you to teach me some of this stuff? Having a lot of shit encrypted and keeping myself protected in general.
Yeah, we can talk about that sometime. I'm trying. A lot of this stuff is you have to be dealing with someone who's willing to put some applications on their devices, not knowing exactly what you're installing, which Mikey's perfect for that, and Candy as well has very little knowledge of what she's putting on her phone.
I figure as much.
But yeah, I can talk to you about it sometime. But anyways, I gotta make some calls and see if I can figure out what Dillhole is doing and maybe get an idea of what Mikey and Captain are up to.
All right.
This captain guy, he's kind of flaky, right?
Flaky?
Yeah. Like is unreliable.
Very.
Well, I just recall from a previous,
And I have a personal vendetta against Captain, but that's if it's gonna interfere with what we're currently doing. That I just have to put it off.
Well, yeah, I think you have to put it off for right at the moment. But if Captain is the reason why they can get this money in that area to where someone can get it, then I don't want that to not happen.
Right.
I mean, a lot can happen there that can't happen here as easily.
Right. Yeah, I'll
What does Mikey owe you money for your wife? What is that about? Is that
I actually don't know where that came from.
Oh,
I said
okay.
I mentioned something about $5,000, but that was for I think it was for I'm not sure if it was a Valentine's Day gift or I'm not sure, but it wasn't anything significant.
Oh, so this is stemming back from when there was a discussion with the MoneyGram payment and all that.
I feel like I think so. He didn't say much. He just said because I didn't even know that he still remembered anything about that. I don't know specifically what I'm talking about.
Well, I kind of recall some text messages or some messages about MoneyGram and a payment to her, but at the same time, it seemed like he was having a difficulty ever getting in contact with her. So I don't know if he was actually talking to her, or if he's talking to you, or it didn't seem like it went anywhere.
It didn't. I'm not sure. A lot of things kept on coming up as
Is
usual.
she still willing to pick up a lump package if he brings it?
She's right. Yeah, she's entirely down. Yeah.
Well, I think that would probably be best done, like maybe meet at a restaurant or something, maybe, or
Somewhere where there's no contact.
you maybe know a better place where be kind of out in the open, so we don't have to. It can be discreet.
I already have all of that planned. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right, well that sounds good. You just figure that out, and I'll see if I can figure out where the hell the money went and what more can be brought over, because I think Johnny is sending also some money over there for some kind of strains of marijuana. I have no idea who he's getting all that from, but do you? I mean, do you have any idea?
No idea. No. Our marijuana is a bit more natural, strong because it's natural. Doesn't have, and it's probably healthier for the most part, but I don't think it's anything.
Yours is not a bunch of hybrids and mutated stuff.
Right, but I don't know why he'd be interested in the health part of it. So I'm not sure if it's legit or I have no idea what's happening.
Well, I'm thinking maybe somebody's talked to him. Maybe maybe Jack's minions or something has talked him into some kind of, hey, we got this or that, and I wouldn't mind taking that money too, especially if it's going to somebody else that's just planning on ripping them off. It might as well be us, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm gonna see what I can find out about that also.
Yeah, if you hear anything or if you know anything, find out, and
Right.
I'll try to see if I can't find out on my end too. I haven't looked at his phone in a long time, so I probably need to find out if he's communicating with somebody. All right.
All right. Keep me posted.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Anthony. Bye.
All right.
Hey, Mikey, this is Dill. Sorry I haven't been in touch lately. I'm down in Mexico having the time of my life. I got most of the receipts, but I looked at my my emails and realized that I didn't hit send. And me and my secretary had to run all over town because we had to get gift cards and we had Bitcoins and all this stuff that guy wanted. And now I can't get a hold of Colleen. She should be in touch with you, though. She took half the money. You know, I'm sorry, Mikey, but I'm going to have to charge you for our time for that because we spent all day running all over town trying to get all that taken care of. But, yeah, I'm in Mexico. I'm going to be here for a couple of weeks, and I'll get a hold of you. Just give me a holler, and I'll try to get you to the phone. But, yeah, we're going to be in the almond milk business in no time. I'll be in touch. See you later, Mikey. Hey, if Miss Colleen calls you, you know, just find out what the deal is, and I'll try to get these emails to you. I got most of the receipts, but not all of them. Woohoo! Greetings from Mexico.
Hey, Mikey. I'm in Hawaii now. I had some business to take care of in Hawaii, so I'm going to have the time of my life again. I'm not sure about this almond business. I'm not sure about this, but oh, get over me. I got lady boys. Mikey, man, I'm having the time of my life. I'm gonna call you when I get back to the States. But I'm in Hawaii now. My God, I'll tell you what, the almond business. I'm not sure. If he tells you that I didn't pay him, he's full of shit. I totally paid him. I'll call you back. All right, Mikey. I love you, man. I love you, Mikey. Later, brother. Fucking asshole. Hey, the guy's trying to scam Mikey. I'm the guy that scams Mikey. What the fuck?
Hey, Mikey, this is Dill. Man, you really helped me out. I had to get out of Australia. I'm not sure if that trouble's quite over yet, but I bounced, man. I took a private plane to Kingston, and I'll be hanging out in Montego Bay for a few days. I'm kind of having trouble with this crypto, converting it into U.S. dollars here. Maybe you could send me some more money somehow, not crypto, get me through. That'd be really helpful. Sorry about all this, Mikey. What a mess. But I gotta stay. Tell you what, don't go to Australia. I gotta lay low for a while here. But yeah, I'll be in touch. Thanks, Mikey.
All right.
Yeah, make sure it's completely filled up before we leave. Well, let's run through it just one more time. So you would rather me send the money through crypto to your son?
Can you do it right now?
What's your
While
son's
I'm on the phone with
name?
you. It's Emil.
Emil? Can you send me his information over? So I want to, before I send him crypto, I want to know who he is personally, not just. I mean, I know.
Let me see if
I know the exchange is gone, and he's gonna have to call them, and he's gonna have to go through a rigorous verification process. So,
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get him on the phone right now.
oh, you're gonna call Emil?
I'm gonna call him right now.
Alright, well, he'll be able to text me all the details, or
I can have him text it to.
I don't have nothing to write on right now.
Oh, so you prefer he texted it to you? What information exactly would you need?
Well, I just want to know who he is and all that information. They're gonna want a lot more than that before they let the transaction go through. They're gonna want him to send a screen. I don't know. They're gonna want a picture of him and a bunch of other stuff. And I'd have to look and I'd have to talk to the person I thought I sent something to the other day. They said it was not very easy process. It was kind of invasive as far as personal details. But you know, when you're talking about 250,000 or whatever, you kind of have to expect them to know exactly who you are and what's going on.
Okay, that much I understand. And you saying Captain didn't mention anything else about me? Was that the last thing he said?
Captain or Dill?
No, not Captain. Dill.
Well, Dill just said he. Let me look, see what he said. He's just been sending me random shit about people walking around naked and I don't know. Do people really walk around naked over there?
Females walk around naked. It's a strip club basically. So yeah.
No, he made it sound like they're walking around the streets naked.
No, what? No. What the fuck? No.
He says this place is wild. He says there's dudes walking around naked, women walking around naked. Y'all have nude beaches or something?
They do have new beaches, but not where. I'm not sure it's where he's talking about.
Well, that's probably what he's talking about, because he's at that one resort where the people get nasty. It's adults only type thing. He said that he made it sound like there's naked ladies everywhere. That's all he said. He just said something about you wanted another 50,000 and something about he needed some more. Yeah, 50,000 for you, and he just asked the captain not be drinking too much while he's flying, which is kind of something I was going to try to keep an eye on anyway.
Why would I tell him to ask you for $50,000 when I could have asked you myself? Tell him to stop calling my fucking name. Tell him to stop mixing my name in all these fucking lies. I did not say anything to that guy.
Oh, so you want to quit dealing with him altogether?
He's always saying, I said this and I said that, he did this and I did that. I still haven't exchanged words with him.
Oh, y'all are not on the phone together all the time?
We have never spoken if it isn't you that called him first and put me on the call.
Oh my God, he told me y'all went out to the club the other day.
What club? What?
The taboo one, he said, the strip club. He said y'all went down there and squared away with everything and that everything was good to go.
If I saw Dill, there's a high chance that he'd have two black eyes, so I promise you I didn't go to a fucking club with him.
Oh, you don't need to get violent with him. He's probably drunk. He may not even been you. Hell, he might have thought it was you. That guy is crazy.
Mikey, did he also say he was drunk when he sent the money to a casino instead of turning it to me like he said he did?
He's never been sober when I talked to him.
I see.
I mean, have you ever talked to him when he sounded sober?
Like I said, the only time we've spoken is when You added me on the call. Outside of that, I've never heard him. I've
Well,
never heard him talk.
well, let's get him. I think we need to get him on the call, or we need to all meet up when we get over there for dinner or something and get this straightened out. Because if he lost the money at the casino, then I think he owes us some money.
Do you have any idea where we should be picking you up, or where you should be picking you up?
I'm gonna get you a GPS location as soon as Captain's done. I'll send it over to you. We're gonna land on the Montego side. He says there's a marine airport over there where he can land closer, where we don't have to drive all the way from Kingston. Plus, he wants to avoid landing at an official strip. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds kind of illegal, but
Well, yeah, it's not legal.
uh,
He's just. I mean, I don't know his license is legal, but he says
that
that he's flown over there before, and there's a place you can land there on the water, and you can pull in just like it was a boat or something, and everything is secure. You have someone meet you there at the little docks and stuff, and from there it shouldn't take us probably 30 minutes to get to where Dill's wanting to meet up.
so Dill is gonna be meeting you at the dock, or
No,
am I gonna be meeting
he's gonna be. He wants to go to the club and out to eat, whatever. It's gonna be midnight before we get there. I guess that place
you?
stays
That
open all night, don't it?
not all night. I don't think so. No, but it does close pretty late.
Yeah. So if we get there by 12, then we're good to probably have time.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check. Did you find where are you guys gonna be staying? Like like what resort are you gonna be staying?
Uh, I figured we just go with Dill to the one that he's staying at.
Uh, that was I don't think I got the name.
I don't remember. It was some kind of.
Was it
I'd have to look back at the text.
was it Deja Vu? Orchid? That one S1? Don't remember.
Damn, I don't remember. Let's see.
One damn life.
He said his secretary went in to have a nose surgery or something.
No surgery.
Secrets Wild Orchid? Does that sound familiar?
I think that's in Montego Bay.
Right, that's where he's at. Secret Wild Orchid.
And
That sounds like a pretty ritzy place. He said it was top dollar.
I see. Uh, 1 second. Hold on, Mikey. Let me just check something real quick.
Go ahead. I'm not in a hurry. I just trying to figure out how much cash I need to bring because Dad's sending some money, and then I'm gonna put some money in too to make sure that he's got what he needs to finish his vacation, get back, and get me paid for whatever this. However he lost the money, or if he gambled it away, or whatever he spent it on, I don't really care. But he needs to. Him or the firm need to reimburse me.
That might be the case because I'm almost sure that he gambled out the $250,000.
I think I should just give you the entire amount, not go through him. If
That is what I've been saying.
if he's that irresponsible, it's probably better he doesn't even see any of it.
That's what I was recommending. But all this time you thought I've been speaking through him, like I've been saying, hey, tell Mikey to do this. Or
Well,
I
that's
haven't
what he
spoken a
says
single word with this guy.
every time he texts you. he mentions your name.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Should have heard the last
I
voicemail he sent me.
I haven't said a single. I'm not even exaggerating. I haven't said a single word to him. Whenever he calls my name, I know nothing about it. I don't speak with him. I know nothing. We don't exchange any words.
Well, he's talking to somebody, or he thinks he is. Every single time
That
he
means
texts me, he's made it sound like y'all worked out a deal together or something.
when or if you see him, you need to let him show you that call log or let him show you the text messages that he sent to me. I promise you, you're not going to see my number. You're not going to see any.
That's just not involve him. Then we don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
He
Okay.
probably don't. He
And
probably don't have no call logs. If he did, he's so drunk he wouldn't even know what he was looking at.
I see.
I mean, I like the guy, but he really needs to. He's worse than Captain was about drinking too much. I'm glad you
All right.
got
And
Captain
Captain,
in rehab, though. He's really turned his safe stuff around since then.
good, good.
Dad said he's a
I hope you.
solid guy now.
All right. I hope you know that I did it out of love and not out of spite, because he probably hates me for it.
Oh, I don't know. I'll ask him about it later. Me and him's gonna be having a probably bonding for about 5 hours. I don't think we're gonna have any phone service till we get closer to the land, so it might be. Is it all right if I call you as late as 11 or 12 o'clock?
Whatever time is fine. I just want to make sure you guys are safe. It's
You
gonna
said you have
be.
a chauffeur?
It's gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get a chauffeur out to you, but I'm. I thought you were going through the airport, so it's gonna probably be a bit harder to find you guys. But
Well, I'll give you an exact GPS location and the name of the place, so you don't have any problem finding it. And then I'll do that before we get out over the water where we don't have any signal. Once we get into the Gulf of America, it's going to be a how do you like that? Them changing that name?
Gulf of America.
Yeah, you saw that, didn't you?
I heard about it, but yeah, it's a bit I don't know, strange.
Well, at least
Cause,
you didn't
'cause
call it the Gulf of Trump. I mean, I'm kind of surprised, but yeah, I like it. Gulf of America. I mean, we have as much coastline on it as Mexico does. I don't see why we can't name it.
and he wants to transform Canada into the 51st state. Something about it is
Right.
odd.
I talked to some Canadians. They're not on board with that. They got a little pissed off at
I
me when I
doubt they would
mentioned
be.
that.
I
Yeah,
seriously doubt they'd be. But we'll see how it turns out.
I think they ought to make the Caribbean islands another state. That way you don't have to have any passports to fly over there and whatnot.
Not passport. I think it's visa.
Right,
You
that's
still
what
have
I
to have a
meant.
passport.
Oh,
All
shit.
right, but nevertheless, you said
Well,
you're gonna be on the. You said you're gonna be in Montego Bay on the. Is there the specific name for the dock that Captain mentioned?
I'm gonna get it to you as soon as we get off here. I had a chance to talk to him. Um, will they ask for my passport or visa when I go to the taboo? Or?
No, just ID. Just to ensure you're over 18 years old. They do ask for IDs.
Okay. I saw somewhere where there's a bunch of gangs over there that kill you and stuff. But they're not hanging out in places like that, are they?
I'm gonna make sure that whoever you're being transported with protects you. That's the number one priority is always, Mikey. You don't worry
Oh,
about
yeah.
gangs, no.
Well, I just seen stuff on YouTube about people they just like they shoot people and they don't even think nothing about it. Some guy says I've shot 50 people or something, and I just kill people for just because they piss me off, or someone pays them a little bit of money and he goes out and shoots them. I'm like, I don't want to be around people like that.
If that was the case, Dill would have already been shot. So no, that's not something you have to worry about.
Oh, okay. So they don't. Y'all aren't the murder capital. They're not the murder capital of the world anymore.
I think it's a bit exaggerated, to be honest, but
Oh,
it
well,
still is.
okay. Well, I was just watching a video and it said y'all Jamaica used to be the murder capital of the world based off people murdered by capital, by like one out of every
Right.
3 out of every 1,000
Right.
people got murdered or something. I was like, that sounds like, is that more inland or is that not around the resort area?
It's not normally around the resort areas, mostly in the, urban areas, I should say.
Okay, because that'd be hard to get people to come over and visit if you got a chance of getting shot. The guy on the video said just don't be flashing like your gold and shit around and all your valuables, and you'll be okay.
I mean that's pretty much the same in Georgia, Atlanta.
Oh yeah, everywhere there's gangs.
Right.
Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. So how much do I need to bring her? Or you want me to send it to your son later?
Okay, if you can send it now, is there a certain amount that requires the verification, or is it just like over 10,000, or is it what exactly is the case? Do you know?
I don't know what figure. I think it's just any amount, but I don't know for sure. I mean, how much was it? I mean, I gave him like 250, didn't I?
That's what you said. Yes.
Okay. Was that what we agreed on?
Right.
So 250 cash and we're good. Y'all can start the almond deal.
Yeah, we could start it, but I
still like to know your son's information so I know who I'm doing business with. I don't even know your information.
I'm gonna make sure he either texts you or gives you a call if he'll be able to get you on the phone. And does your phone ring? I mean, it's very hard to get you.
Oh, I hadn't been using the other phone. Candy, she's too nosy, so I've just been kind of keeping it when I don't use it during the day. But this milking the nuts and stuff, we're not growing the nuts, we're just milking them, right?
Right.
Okay, and we're going to get the almond milk?
Right. There's a company out in New York.
Every time I tell somebody we're going to be milking nuts to make money, they look at me funny. I'm like, no, that's Candy's job, not mine. This is a whole different. These are tree nuts, not a leg nuts.
It's probably the way how you say it, but
well,
who knows, man?
It just sounds weird because of the whole D's nuts meme, that's going around. Everyone keeps saying, "Hey, do you want D's nuts?" And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not into the nuts thing. I'm more of a poom poom guy,
I know.
Most people around here don't know what poom poom is either. They look at me funny like I'm talking different language.
Are you gonna be traveling with protection, or do you need something?
Like condoms, you mean?
No, protection, like a firearm.
Yeah, Well, I mean, we're flying at least, but I don't know. It would be a good idea to carry. Would I get in trouble if I carry a firearm?
Is it licensed?
Yeah, it's registered in my name. I
If
just was afraid y'all might. That same video I watched said something about you could get thrown in jail for a long time being caught with a gun, but maybe they were talking about criminals. I don't know.
all right, I'm gonna see what I can do.
Find that out before we get closer, and I'll call you when we get back into phone service, like around, within a few miles of the island or whatever. However soon we can pick up phone service, I'll call you back.
All right, I need. So, is there another number that you have that I can talk on?
Well,
I can call you on?
I've got the numbers to they're forwarding through the other phone right now. This is why I'm calling you on this number. I'm actually using the other phone. It's just because I think, yeah, you should be able. I'll be able to pick it up if you call, but I don't think I'll get any service once we get over the Gulf of America. There ain't no cell towers out there.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a satellite phone.
Okay.
I mean, if you got a two-way radio, we might talk. Captain's he's got the plane radio, but I don't think it picks up on cell phone.
All right, no problem. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can make arrangements from now. Even though it's gonna be 5 hours from now, it's best to be prepared before you get here. Would you be able to?
I'm gonna send that information over pretty soon. I'm not gonna wait till I'm about an hour away or 30 minutes away. I'll send it before we get out over the Gulf. Okay.
Okay.
Then you can know where we're gonna land. I'll see. I'll call Dill and I'll find out what time he wants to meet down there and all that. Are you too mad at him to have dinner with us, or are you even gonna be there?
I can't. I'm gonna find it very hard to resist not punching him in the face, Mike. Yeah, I can tell you that much.
Well, if I'm giving you the money, wouldn't that be a reason not to punch him? Are you hot tempered? Is that what you're saying?
It's hard not to be.
Okay.
It's hard not. What I'm gonna do? God. You said you're still home, right? Where are you right now?
Oh, I'm just standing out here by the plane at the moment. I mean, I can walk into the house. I was just trying. I wanted to talk to you before I left because I wanted to know if I needed to bring cash with me or what. Cause
are you able to bring the $250 in cash?
yeah, I've got the $250 in cash.
All right. I'm gonna make sure that you're gonna have a drive. How long are you gonna be staying?
I was thinking we're probably only gonna be there a couple of days at longest because Dad is expecting us to get back with the. He's got Captain meeting up with someone down here for some kind of organic strains that he's trying to introduce instead of all these hybrids that he's been growing. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I'm not following along with that, but we'll be there a couple days.
All right.
Longer if we need to.
Are you able to I need to spend below 10,000, so maybe $8,000 with the either Trump coin or regular Bitcoin.
Well, just send me the information over and I'll see if I can get it transferred and I mean, it won't hurt to try. If your son's willing to call the number and get it, answer whatever question it is they're wanting to approve it. There's just a lot of fraud going on right now. I tend to say talking about using it for maybe the government's talking about using crypto for some kind of currency now. So I think things are gonna get a lot more strict.
Right, I know.
So yes, if you send me the wallet and tell me what exchange he's using. I mean, I don't guess it matters what exchange he's using, but I'll let you know what I'm using, and we can go from there.
All right. God, where's my brain right now? God, oh, do you have the other number with the other phone with you? 1175 with you?
Well, I'm on that phone, but I've got it routing through the office number because I don't want. Candy's been nosing around in my business, so I try not to let her know that I'm making any sort of deals, because she's got the strip club going, being built, and her and mom's been talking, and they want to, they're making worse stuff for me to use my bank right now, so that's why I got this money in cash the other day, so they can't really keep track of what I've got going on. They got their own shit going on. I don't know why they want to nose around in my business.
All right, I just messaged it to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it came across.
I think this one is for Trump coins.
That one accepts Trump coin?
Right. It's Solana. That's a network.
Right. Don't all wallets accept it?
No, no, not all wallets. I don't think so.
It's his wallet through a certain exchange? Is that what you're saying?
Right. This one, I think it has to go through Solana.
Solana's the network. Solana's the network.
Right, the network.
Right. Well, the Solana's part of Coinbase and Crypto.com and Kraken. All those use Solana, so I should be able to send it through there.
All right.
I'm gonna wait. Now I have to get my laptop out. I'll do that while we're in flight, and I'll try to get that sent over. You said 8,000?
Right.
Well, tell him to text me his information too. I want to know who your son is. And make sure that he's a stand-up person. I mean, I've never talked to him. I never met him. I'm just taking your word for it. But he's gonna run this almond business, and I think I need
you're gonna be meeting.
know him.
You're gonna be meeting him also, so that's also good.
Oh, he's gonna be there.
Right.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. And his name was, what did you say, Manuel?
O'Neill.
Can you send that over? Text that to me? Because I don't want to, I'm bad with names, and I don't want to say something that's not right when he gets here. Or when I see him.
All right.
And Tia is going to be with him?
Tia just messaged me saying that she's sick and vomiting.
Oh, Tia's sick? Is this Tia's son?
Yeah.
I thought her kid was a little kid. She got a grown kid?
She does.
Oh, wow. Well, I thought I heard a kid crying in the background. I thought that was your son. She must have been babysitting or something. Alrighty.
No, not. Give me a second, cause God, my stomach feels upset. Give me a second, okay?
Oh, take your time.
I told you already that we gotta be very careful about the kind of weight that we're putting on this thing. I've already got one case come, and that's not coming off again.
I'm not gonna put too much weight on. Calm down, damn it.
So be it. But I'll tell you what, there's not a chance in the world I'll get rid of this rum.
Why are you bringing rum with you?
There's a lawyer in my town who will never tell a lie. He will always tell the truth, 'cause he is that kind of guy. If you're guilty and he knows, then he'll just say goodbye. He is the Pinkster. He will not accept a bribe, 'cause that would be a crime. And if you were to offer him, he wouldn't have the time. He'll hang up and say no thanks, and put it out of his mind. He is the Pinkster. Do you think the Pinkster's right? Refusing to deal in lies, represents the innocent, won't take an extra cent. He's the Pinkster. Do you think the Pinkster's right? Refusing to deal in lies, represents the innocent, won't take an extra cent. He's the Pinkster. There's a man in my town, and he always wears a suit. It's the same one every day, and you know it's tailor-made. He's the lawyer in the court who has never lost a case. He is the Pinkster. Do you think the Pinkster's right? Refusing to deal in lies, represents the innocent, won't take an extra cent. He's the Pinkster. Oh yeah, he is the Pinkster. He's the man that you call if you ever face the judge. You can bet that he's prepared. On truth, he'll never budge. He will never compromise when it comes to truth. If he comes up short, then he will get back what you're due. He is the Pinkster. Refusing to deal in lies, represents the innocent, won't take